The School of Engineering is near and dear to my heart, and I am so proud to have my name associated with it. I actually grew up in a very privileged environment. I was privileged to have a father who was a man of great faith, who believed so much in his faith that he has 10 children, had a mother who understood the importance and dignity of each one of her children. No, we didn't have a lot of money, but it was an incredibly privileged environment because I had loving parents, understood the value of education, and what role models. When my father was an enlisted man in the Air Force, we moved all the time. We lived in Canada, Alaska, Chicago for a short period of time. He went off to the Korean War for a period of time, and we lived in a trailer in the backside of my grandmother's farm in Iowa. I didn't have a new pair of shoes until I was probably 18 years old. I always had hand-me-downs, no problem. It isn't the money that makes a difference, it's the opportunity. And they were always people who said, you can do whatever you want. Dream big. My very first job ever was working at Safeway. And when I walked in the first day, as a sacker, I had a tie on. Tie wasn't required. I wanted to be the best sacker you ever saw. My father always told me that there's room at the top. I used that concept when I went to law school. I was really pleased that I went to OU because I was getting offered multiple jobs. And when I went into private practice, I tried to be the best lawyer in private practice. And then when I went to work for Phillips Petroleum, I wanted to be the best lawyer in the legal department. And when they moved me to business, I wanted to be the best business manager. And ultimately, when I became CEOs of various companies, I wanted that company to always be the #1 company in its industry. So the first day I arrived at Phillips, I never reported to my office. They sent me immediately out to go do a major transaction for the company. Well, that showed a great deal of confidence in me. And when you're given that kind of confidence, or shown that kind of confidence, all of a sudden, this is unique. And I'm going to be a part of this organization, put my heart as well as my mind to it. It wasn't always good. There were moments when we doubted whether we were going to survive. The company had crisis after crisis in its early days. We overcame those. But one of the things that's unique about OU is there's a sooner spirit. People don't tell us what we can't do. And ultimately, the part I'm the proudest of is we created a Fortune 5 company, ConocoPhillips, out of this little Bartlesville, Oklahoma-based company in a short period of time. In 2009, I got a call from a Russian oligarch. He started out the conversation, Jim, you don't know me. My name's Lem Blavatnik, but you're going to come work for me. Of course, I laughed and said, that's not going to happen. I love ConocoPhillips. I've been here for 29 years. I'm doing well. I'm not going to work for you. He said, I have a bankrupt company. It's my fault. People keep telling me to call you, and I'm going to hire you. Well, to my surprise, after a bit of a challenge, I took that job. So on my first day at the office at LyondellBasell, I had a conference call with all of our worldwide employees. I told them, we're not just going to get out of bankruptcy. We're going to make this company the #1 petrochemical company in the world. You and I. And 13,500 people took their company back. 4 years later, Forbes magazine wrote an article about what those people did. And in that article, they said, this is the greatest deal in Wall Street history. Little Phillips became ConocoPhillips. Bankrupt LyondellBasell became the leader in petrochemicals. And this College of Engineering, the Gallogly College of Engineering, can be the greatest engineering school in America.